Okay, I'm back with the second part of this video tutorial. Now I've finished most of the flower where I've added my three-dimensional aspects, which are the petals. As you can see here, some of them are popping up in different layers. Now I'm going to do a couple of them just to show you what I meant. The center ones I left at one using a single thickness of dimensionals, which is the foam adhesive that Stampin' Up carries, and I started moving outwards and adding layers. And what I mean by that is, for example, on the petals that you want 2 layers, if you could see here, there are 2 layers of cardstock connected together with Stampin' Dimensionals, and then on the last one I just peeled it off and I turn this around and I'm going to place it on the coordinating petal. And I use a tweezer to do this just to make it easier. Now remember I said earlier in the first video how many layers you want to add is totally up to you. I start with 1 layer in the center and work my way out usually to just 3. You could do 2 layers, work your way out to 3, and then 4 in the end. In this one, this petal, you could see that I did 3 layers. You could see 3 layers of cardstock, and this is my outermost petal, and I just add this on there, and there's my rose. And now all you have to do is, I'd prefer using the X-Acto knife and cut around this. And what happens is you will have a very vanilla edging to the actual entire rose when you cut this. And all I do is here, you see there is no edging even though it is a very vanilla. I go around this with a black marker just so that it doesn't show. So that's the 3-dimensional rose. And I think you could see it better on this blue than you do on the red, even though I did exactly the same thing. Okay, now with the leftover pieces that we had from the blue, I brought them over here and I took remember the pieces, the border pieces that had some missing sections? Well, I alternated my leftovers with borders and I covered them with tear tape. And what I'm going to do is basically just peel off this tear tape and we're actually going to complete another rose and save it for later to use on a different project. And the way I do that is I just add a piece of cardstock that's roughly the same size as the back of this rose. Just make sure it's a little bit smaller. Adhere there. So everything now is connected. Now I used a scrap, that's why you see pieces here, but you could use an entire piece and then just trim around it. So there's my rose. And I'm missing some glue here, which is an easy fix. Nothing is falling apart. So just use 2-way. There we go. And we have a finished rose. And repeat to this one, and then you have a second rose. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.